folks. This is Math Unmasked for Unit 8, Lesson 16. Today we talked about box plots, which kind of look weird, and if you are a parent who's about my age, this might seem like something you don't remember doing because it was probably not part of your mathematical teaching. But what it is a visual summary of the interquartile range we talked about yesterday. So if you're still not sure on interquartile range, you might want to go back and watch some of the videos for yesterday before you tackle this. So I'm going to bring the computer up really close as we take a look at this. So this is a box plot right here. And when we are taking a look at this box plot, this line represents our minimum, or the value in our set of data that is the least. This line over here represents our maximum. So that is the greatest number. So where our box plot starts to where our box plot ends is our whole set of data. This line in the middle is our median. Okay, and then this end of the box here is our quartile 1. Our median is also known as our quartile 2. The end of this box here is quartile 3. Our maximum is sometimes also known as our quartile 4. Okay, so it visually summarizes this. This can be really useful when we are dealing with a set of data that's really too big for us to make a list like we did yesterday. Okay, so box plots can look different depending on the data set. You know, we can have weird shapes that look like that. They can be spread way out from each other and look different. A box plot that looks pretty symmetrical, like the one I drew, that data is, pretty consistent. Box plots that start to look a little bit more wonky probably have outliers with them. So I've got a set of data here, and I wanted to build us a box plot here. So obviously, this is my minimum. I've already organized my data from least to greatest. So 3 is the smallest piece of data in this data set. 12 is my maximum, or my quartile 4. And I need to find the middle of this data set. So there are 13 numbers in this data set. And so if I find halfway of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is my middle number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I have an odd number of data points, my quartile is actually a number in my list. So this is my quartile 2. Now I need to split this, right? So I'm going right in between this. This is my quartile 1. So I have 3 numbers. This is my quartile, 3 numbers, quartile 3, and then quartile 4. So if I was going to draw a box plot for this, box plots are usually seen over the top of number lines. So I need my number line to start at 3, in this case, and go up to 12. Now you are not making a box plot on your homework tonight. However, being able to make one, seeing how that plays out, that will help you as you do that. So my line for my box plot starts here, that's my minimum. My smallest number was 3. My greatest number was 12, so my box plot is going to end there. The middle of my data set was 9, so that's going to be the middle of my box. My box here is going to end at 11, okay? And then my box here is going to end at 5. So you can see on this one, the box is pretty big, and then I have just this little short piece here and a slightly longer piece there. Well, what does that tell me, right? That tells me that a lot of my data is clumped together here. And you can see that in that data set is I have a lot of 11s and 12s, right? 5 out of my 13 numbers are all clumped in just a 2-number range, just that part here, right? So I have a lot of data here. I have slightly more data in the 9 to 11 range, right? And then I have this kind of gap here, right, from 5 to 9. And if you look at that, right, I have a whole bunch of 5s, and I don't have any 6s, I don't have any 8s. Okay, so that kind of helps us read it. On our homework tonight, you are looking at 2 box plots, and they are using the same number line here. And what they are asking you to do is to say, is this true or false? So is it true that both of them have the same range? Is it true or false that both data sets have the same minimum value? Okay, so you are going to say whether or not you agree with each of them. Down here, these 2 dot plots are the same data as represented by the box plots. And so you are going to have to match them. One of these is going to be marked A, one of these is going to be marked B, and then